Now we are discussing our topic linked list. Linked list is also called the one-way list because there are some other types of linked list like header linked list, doubly linked list that we will discuss later on. But starting with the linked list, it is called the one-way list. Means it is going with only one direction. We should understand one thing, just like in array, we can store the elements in consecutive memory location. But in the linked list, we are not storing them into the consecutive memory locations. They can be into any random location. That's why the pointers are required with every node. Now, talking about the linked list, it is the dynamic memory allocation and it is the linear way. Linear way means it is going in some particular direction. So the first thing about the linked list is that it is the linear collection of data elements called nodes. So that means the linked list is the combination of multiple nodes. So here you can see that we are having 3 nodes. So I am giving them the name like node 1, node 2 and node 3. So now these are the three nodes which I am taking as an example. That means these boxes are called the nodes and linked list is the combination of these boxes or the nodes. Now talking about these nodes, each node contains 2 parts. That means all the nodes which are present here, they are divided into 2 boxes. So if I talk about node 1, then it contains 2 parts. So these are the 2 parts. Similarly, the node 2 contains 2 parts. Similarly for the node 3. That means every node is having 2 further parts. Talking about the first part is called information. Information part is also called in the short as info part. Now this contains the information of element. So now if I talk about these nodes, every first part is named as info. So these all parts in all the nodes are the info part, which contain the information of nodes. Now what is the information? We know that whenever we are storing some of the value in an array like 7, 3, 9 or some value we are storing, those values are called the information. If I has to store any value in an array, that value is called the information. So similarly in these nodes, if I am going to store some value, that is called the information. So let us suppose that I am storing some random values in the info part, that is 7, in the 3 and the 9. So these are the 3 values I am storing. So 3 nodes are required and 3 nodes info part we are storing the value. So this is the information part. Now talking about the second part of the node we are having is the link pointer or the next pointer. So talking about the next pointer or link pointer, that is usually contain the address of next node. So if I say that there is a second part, that second part of every node, that is called the link. So there info is the first part and link is the second part. So every node is containing the second part, which is called the link part, and this link part is containing the address of next node. So you can see that here we are storing the address of next node, means where the next node is placed. Again this is containing the next node address. It will contain the next node address where it is present. So this is the link part. This link is the pointer which is pointing to the next node. There is another thing in the linked list which is called the null pointer. If we talk about the null pointer, null means nothing. So it signals that it is the end of list. That means we can see that after the node 3 there is nothing. So here we need the null pointer. That means it is the end of list. The list is not going anywhere. These null pointers are denoted by a cross sign or NULL. That means we can represent with the help of this cross and null. So here you can write NULL. Null means it is not going anywhere. So this one is null. So whenever the last node is pointing to null, that means it is the end of the list. We are not going anywhere. So this is called the null pointer, which is signifying the list is now over. It is complete. So it is denoted by X or null. Now we are discussing the next thing, which is the start pointer or name pointer. Now, as the name signifies start pointer, it contains the address of first node, which is the starting node. So here you can see that the node number 1 is starting node. So here we can say start. So this start is the starting pointer which is pointing to the address of first node. So this one is the linked list. Now this is how the linked list is working. First of all, we are having the different nodes, which is node 1, 2 and 3. Node contain two further parts, info and link part. Information part store the information like what is the value 7, 3 and 9. Then there is a second part which is the link part. Link part is a pointer part which is pointing to the next node address. Whenever the nodes are complete, so the last node will be pointing to the null. Null means it is complete. Now there is a start pointer which is pointing to the first node. So this one is the linked list. Well, there are some special cases of linked list which is called null list or empty list. So talking about null or the empty list, whenever the list is having no node, it is called null list. Now if I has to represent this null list, then it will be denoted by null pointer in start. So if I talk about that how this null or empty list is represented, then obviously we know that there is a start pointer and this pointer point to the starting value. But here there is no node. So where it will be going? It will be pointing to null. So here this start is directly pointing to null. Whenever the start directly point to null, that means there is no element. If no element is there, it is called empty list or the null list. So this is how we can work on the linked list. So there is one more another way in which we can represent this linked list. You know that at the last we have pointed to null. So there is one more way by which we can represent the linked list. So now this one is the another representation of the linked list. Here you can see that the start node is there, link pointers are there, but the last link pointer is not present because here we have mentioned null. So regardless of pointing to null, we can simply write here cross. So with the help of that, it is indicating that this is the last node. So if you are not wishing to put a pointer to the null, you can simply write the cross in the last link part. So this is one more representation of the linked list. Above linked list and this one both are having the similar meaning. Now this is the logical representation of the linked list, means the arrows are going, but how actually it is working onto the system. So I am giving you the explanation with the help of one diagram that how actually this is the working in the system. Now this one is the real representation of the linked list. There is no pointer, no arrow is showing because we know that in the system there is no as such pointer concept. So now we know that there are all nodes. So there are 3 nodes and these 3 nodes are on some specific location. So if I store the node 1 into the memory, so this one is the node 1, let us suppose that the memory location where the node start. I am not saying the ending location because node may contain 4 byte of size or 5 byte of size, but where it start. So the starting location I assume that is 301. Assuming that the node 2 is stored, means the starting location of the node is, let us suppose, 403. Then again, if I talk about the next node, which is the node 3, let us assume that it is having some storage like 607. I am not taking the continuous memory. The reason is that because linked list is dynamic. The nodes can be stored anywhere. That's why the pointers are required. So there are 3 nodes and 3 locations are there where the node are going to store. Means this is the starting location. As I already said, the start is pointing to the address of first node. So what is the address of first node? We know that the address of first node is 301. So in the start, we are going to save the value which is 301. It is not an arrow which is going there. It is not a pointer like it is going there. Obviously, start is a pointer type variable which is having the address of first node and the address of first node is 301. So actually this address is stored into the start. Now talking about the link part of the first node. So this one is the link part of first node and it contains the address of next node, or it is pointing to the next node address. So the next node address is 403. So here we are going to write 403. That means the value which is stored there into the link part is 403. And 403 is what? It is the address of next node. Similarly, we are having the next node which is node 2. In the node 2 we are having the link part, and that also contains the address of next node which is 607. So this 607 is stored there. Actually, this way the linked lists are working. There is no arrows which are there, because arrow we are learning for the hypothetical representation. So this arrow is a hypothetical representation. Actually, the link or the pointer start is a pointer which contain the address of the next nodes. So this is how the linked list is going to work.